The relationship between Ireland and England has been long and complex, marked by centuries of political and cultural clashes. From the Norman invasions of the 12th century, English monarchs sought to exert control over Ireland. This led to numerous rebellions and uprisings, with the Irish people fiercely resisting English rule. The Tudor period witnessed a brutal campaign to subdue Gaelic Ireland. Further fueling resentment, the 19th century saw the devastating impact of the Great Famine, exacerbated by British policies, which left a deep scar on the Irish psyche. These historical events created a sense of grievance and a desire for independence in Ireland, shaping a national identity often defined in opposition to England. The struggle for Irish independence in the early 20th century, culminating in the Irish War of Independence and the subsequent partition of the island, further intensified the rivalry. The legacy of this turbulent past continues to resonate today, with sport providing a platform for expressing national pride and asserting Irish identity. While the two nations now share a largely peaceful relationship, the historical baggage casts a long shadow, adding an extra layer of intensity to sporting encounters. The memory of past struggles fuels the desire to claim victory on the field, making every match a symbolic battleground where national pride is at stake. The Irish-English sporting rivalry cannot be divorced from its political context. Sport has often served as a proxy for political tensions, reflecting the broader relationship between the two nations. In the early 20th century, sporting events became arenas for expressing nationalist sentiment, particularly in Gaelic games, which were seen as symbols of Irish culture and identity. The Gaelic Athletic Association, formed in 1884, played a significant role in promoting Irish sports and culture during a time of British rule. The GAA's ban on members playing or attending foreign sports, including rugby and soccer, reflected a desire to maintain a distinct Irish identity. This politicization of sport has diminished somewhat in recent decades, but it remains an underlying current in the rivalry. The historical baggage and the lingering memories of past injustices continue to shape perceptions and fuel passions on both sides. The Good Friday Agreement of 1998, which brought an end to the Troubles in Northern Ireland, ushered in a new era of cooperation and reconciliation. However, sporting contests still evoke strong emotions, reminding both nations of their shared history and the enduring sense of rivalry that underpins their relationship. Rugby union holds a special place in the Irish-English sporting rivalry. Both nations are considered rugby powerhouses, regularly contesting for the Six Nations Championship, one of the most prestigious tournaments in world rugby. The rivalry is characterized by fierce competition, passionate fans, and a deep respect for tradition and history. Matches between Ireland and England are typically hard-fought encounters with no quarter given on the pitch. The atmosphere in the stadiums is electric, with fans from both nations creating a cauldron of noise and colour. Ireland's victories over England in recent years have been particularly significant, often coming at crucial moments in the Six Nations Championship. These wins have not only cemented Ireland's status as a rugby powerhouse, but have also served as a source of immense national pride. For Irish fans, beating England at rugby is more than just a sporting victory. It's a symbolic triumph over a historical rival. It's a chance to showcase Irish strength, skill and determination on an international stage. While rugby might be the more competitive sport between the two nations, football or soccer evokes a different kind of passion. The rivalry between the England national football team and the Republic of Ireland national football team has its roots in the early 20th century, with their first encounter taking place in 1946. Despite England's historical dominance in the sport, matches between the two sides are always fiercely contested affairs, often characterized by a tense and competitive atmosphere both on and off the pitch. One of the most memorable encounters between the two sides took place in 1995 at Lansdowne Road in Dublin. The match, a qualifier for the 1996 European Championship, was marred by violence from a section of English hooligans, leading to the game being abandoned. This incident cast a dark shadow over the rivalry, highlighting the darker side of football fandom and the persistence of historical tensions. However, in recent years, there has been a concerted effort from both sets of fans and authorities to promote a more festive and respectful atmosphere during these encounters. Section 5. Cricket, a gentleman's rivalry. Cricket, while not as widely followed as rugby or football in Ireland, has gained increasing popularity in recent years. The Irish cricket team's rise through the ranks of international cricket has added a new dimension to the sporting rivalry with England. Although England has traditionally dominated the sport, Ireland's emergence as a competitive force has injected a sense of excitement into their encounters. The two teams first played each other in 2006, and since then, their matches have been characterised by a spirit of sportsmanship and respect. The growth of cricket in Ireland is partly attributed to the influx of South Asian immigrants who have brought their love for the sport to the Emerald Isle. This has added a multicultural dimension to the Irish cricket team and its fan base, making it a more inclusive and representative sport. While the rivalry with England is still in its nascent stages, it holds the potential to become a captivating chapter in the larger sporting narrative between the two nations. Section 6. Defining moments when legends clashed. The Irish-English sporting rivalry is replete with memorable matches that have become etched in the annals of sports history. In rugby, Ireland's historic victory over England in Dublin in 2018, ending England's Grand Slam hopes, stands out as a particularly significant moment. The match, played in front of a raucous home crowd, saw Ireland dominate from start to finish, showcasing their attacking flair and defensive resilience. Another iconic encounter was Ireland's first ever win over England at Twickenham in 1949, a watershed moment that marked the beginning of Ireland's rise as a rugby force. In football, while England has traditionally held the upper hand, Ireland has had its moments of glory. One such instance was Ireland's famous 1-0 victory over England at Euro '88, a tournament that saw the Irish team capture the hearts of football fans across Europe. This victory, secured by a Ray Houghton goal, remains a cherished memory for Irish fans and a testament to the team's ability to rise to the occasion against their rivals. Section 7. The 12th Man, Passion and Identity. One of the defining features of the Irish-English sporting rivalry is the extraordinary passion of the fans. Whether it's the sea of green at rugby matches, the chants and songs at football games, or the polite applause at cricket, fans from both nations create an electric atmosphere that adds to the spectacle. The rivalry taps into a deep sense of national identity, with fans viewing sporting encounters as a chance to showcase their patriotism and support their country. However, this passion can sometimes spill over into hostility, particularly in the context of historical tensions. Instances of hooliganism and antisocial behaviour have marred some encounters, reminding us of the darker side of sporting rivalry. Efforts to promote a more respectful and inclusive atmosphere at sporting events are crucial to ensuring that the rivalry remains a celebration of sport and national pride rather than a source of division and conflict. Section 8. Bridging the divide: sportsmanship amidst rivalry. Despite the intensity of the rivalry, there is a deep-rooted respect between Irish and English athletes and fans. Acts of sportsmanship and camaraderie are often on display, reminding us that sport can be a unifying force. Players from both nations acknowledge the significance of the rivalry while recognizing the importance of fair play and respect for their opponents. This mutual respect is evident in the post-match handshakes, the moments of shared laughter, and the gestures of goodwill that transcend the heat of competition. The shared love for sport provides a common ground for fans from both nations to connect and build bridges of understanding. In recent years, there's been a growing trend of fans from both sides mingling before and after matches, sharing a pint and engaging in friendly banter. This camaraderie is a testament to the evolving relationship between the two nations and the power of sport to foster positive social interaction. Section 9. Future clashes: the rivalry endures. The Irish-English sporting rivalry shows no signs of abating. As both nations continue to excel in various sports, future encounters are eagerly anticipated, promising more thrilling contests and memorable moments. The rise of new generations of athletes on both sides ensures that the rivalry will continue to captivate audiences and fuel passions for years to come. Whether it's the battle for the Six Nations crown in rugby, the quest for footballing glory, or the growing competitiveness in cricket, the future holds the promise of many more exciting chapters in this epic sporting saga. The rivalry, however, is evolving. While the historical context remains important, there is a growing recognition of the need to move beyond past grievances and embrace a more forward-looking perspective. The focus is shifting towards celebrating the present and the future, with fans and athletes alike eager to write new chapters in this storied rivalry. The Irish-English sporting rivalry, with its unique blend of history, passion and sportsmanship, is sure to continue captivating the hearts and minds of fans for generations to come.